Hello and welcome to Policy and Politics with me, Tarun Nangia. India's relations with Saudi Arabia have grown greatly since 2014 when Prime Minister Modi took oath as Prime Minister. After that, we have seen that our country has made great strides in the relationship with Saudi Arabia. Today, I have someone who understands these things better. I have got BJP leader Shazia Ilmi with me to discuss this very important issue of how relations with Saudi Arabia improved after Prime Minister Narendra Modi took oath as Prime Minister, and in all these years, what his foreign policy strategy has been about. How, what are the evidences of things that have improved? She'll share all that with us. I welcome Shazia Ilmi to Policy and Politics today. Ma'am, I would like to thank you for sharing your time with us.
And thank you so much for having me.
Yeah. Shazia, if you could share with me in an introduction sort of a way of what are the key pointers in the India-Saudi relationship? How do you see it now since 2014? What are the changes?
So what I would say would be that India and Saudi Arabia have never been closer.
Is it?
As partners, as allies, as friends. And the relations have never been as warm as they are today. Prime Minister Modi since 2014 has been seeking a warmer relationship. And Saudi's rapprochement with Israel and US has made the task easier, but it is our Prime Minister and his policy and the strength of it which has infused new vigor and energy to this relation. And the relations have grown considerably. You see, whether you look at the investment, whether you look at security partnerships, which used to not happen before. Also, I would like to say that in terms of reaching out to the people and it manifesting in a way that matters. Because what's the point of a policy being operationalized if there is no manifestation? And you see, for the first time, since King Salman and Prime Minister's talks, and they've had many of those and many meetings, even on the periphery of G20 groupings and what have you, we've seen that for instance, the number of Hajj pilgrims who go from India has significantly increased. It is now 2 lakhs, which is a big hike.
Which is more than ever?
Which is more than ever. And India has been allowed.
And this happened when?
This happened 2 years back.
So 2 years back, Prime Minister spoke to King Salman?
There was an MOU signed. And if you know, it is also last year that there was for the first time the constitution of India-Saudi Arabia Strategic Partnership Council.
Yes.
And as part of the MOU, the Hajj pilgrims would be treated with care. The number would go up, so which makes Indian pilgrims the second highest in number after Indonesia. So commensurating with the Indian population of Muslims.
So Indian Muslims would be thanking Prime Minister Modi for getting this quota increased?
Absolutely. The quota has gone up significantly.
Yes.
And we are now the second largest contingent in terms of pilgrims, Hajj pilgrims.
Okay.
And Hajj is so important for any Indian Muslim.
I want to understand.
Of course, in times of COVID, it was not possible because...
But now from 2021?
Yes, and even 2019.
Yes.
And another big change that happened is for the first time, and this is something that matters to me, that Indian Muslim women were able to travel without the mehram. Now, who's a mehram? Mehram is a close male relative who has to accompany a woman. It has to be a brother, son, or father.
Right.
But for the first time, since 2019, an Indian Muslim woman of any age, in fact, not of any age, who's over 35 years of age, can travel and has traveled without the mehram. And all the security has been provided to her.
So this is
last year, 1,300 women traveled, but the provision is for more than 4,000 women.
So because Prime Minister Modi spoke to King Salman, this happened.
Exactly.
So I want to know from you, I mean, a lot of people are seeing this relationship grow.
Yes.
And our Prime Minister, they say, got the highest civilian award.
That's right.
And what was the King Abdulaziz award? I mean, what does it show? I mean, our Prime Minister being awarded by King Salman, the highest civilian honor of Saudi, it's indeed something that shows the depth of relations.
Yes, it does. And it's a matter of great honor for the highest executive office of India, that of Prime Minister.
Yes.
To receive this award.
Yes.
And not just Saudi Arabia, which awarded and gave Modi ji the honor of
The
receiving
award is King Abdul Aziz.
Abdul Aziz Sash Award.
Okay.
But whether it's Maldives or Bahrain or Afghanistan
All of them have
or UAE, yes, all of them have given the highest civilian awards in their country.
do you indicate
so it
that
just goes on to show how what they think of Modi ji and how they think of India. And it's so important that we've managed to make such a mark in the country, in the way they see us, and in the way Prime Minister Modi has shaped the policy and reshaped it, invigorated it,
So,
and taken it to new levels and scaling new heights.
So Shazia, what you tell me actually makes me believe that it's not only with Saudi but even with other OIC nations, India has improved relations.
Well, absolutely.
Yeah.
And if you know that this OIC is the second largest body
Yes.
of countries, 57 countries.
Yes.
That is after the UN. So whether it's at the UN or OIC that we speak of specifically, you would realize, Tarun, that though the Pakistan foreign minister has asked for a separate meeting on the issue of Kashmir,
Article 370.
abrogation of Article 370, but Saudi Arabia has treated it and called it out as an internal matter of India, upholding Indian sovereignty.
So they understood India, they stood
Yes,
by India.
Yes.
And this
is all thanks to Prime Minister Modi's efforts and at building a partnership, at having constant engagement and a warmer engagement and sharing of the issues that India has been facing. Because you see, even in Saudi Arabia, there have been drone attacks
Yes.
and shelling.
Yes.
And we know about all of that
That's
at the refineries.
But India, I
And
think.
India has also shared India has also shared with Saudi Arabia about its concerns on the border and what has been going on. So not just Saudi Arabia, which of course leads as the largest, as the most important country in terms of geopolitically, and also in terms of religion, because that's where you have Mecca and Medina. And Hajj, which is an important tenet of Islam. So that makes Saudi Arabia really the leader of Muslims.
So you
to
mean
speak.
Prime Minister Modi has understood this relationship and built it strategically in the past 7 years?
Yes.
So that the civilian honor is just one facet, but
Yes.
you're also talking of the Hajj quota going up, you shared with us.
Yes, and the civilian honor is a manifestation of the deep faith and the neutralization of the Pakistan factor.
You mean
and
Prime Minister neutralized because they said traditionally Pakistan and Saudi were close, but you made a point now, you shared with us that after Kashmir, they stood by us, Saudi stood by us.
Absolutely. So traditionally we've been friends,
Yes.
but there has always been this Pakistani factor
Yes.
as some sort of a minor source of obstruction, you could say,
Yes.
or something that people were not comfortable with when it came to ties from both
Yes,
sides.
yes,
Both
yes.
the parties were
Yes.
not. But that has been neutralized.
So we are-
Pakistani army, as we all know, has been compromised.
Yes.
And for the first time, India and Saudi Arabia pose a constitution of India-Saudi partnership
Yes, there's a
council.
strategy, yes.
There is sharing of intelligence,
So
which
which
is
means you're
itself, which is a
closer than-
security partnership.
Yes.
So security partnerships were not happening earlier.
This is the first time.
This is absolutely the first time. So we're not just looking at huge investments, but we're also looking at security partnerships.
Okay.
Which makes it a very important position
Okay.
for India in that region,
Okay.
in the West Asian region, and also strengthening of ties further.
Okay.
At the OIC, when the foreign minister of Pakistan asked for a separate meeting on the Kashmir
That
issue,
Shah Mahmood Qureshi, he did, yes.
Shah Mahmood Qureshi did, and he was snubbed, not so politely. While Turkey and Malaysia continued to support Pakistan, the rest of the countries stood by India.
So this is in a sense, it proves Prime Minister Modi's foreign policy is working.
Oh, absolutely. It shows that there is muscle, there is substance, there is power, there is energy, and there is affection.
Yes. If there is no affection, all the civilian awards show that there is affection. They are recognizing it's not only good relations. You
And
mentioned
had
a clutch of countries.
Absolutely. And had this pandemic not prevailed,
Yes.
Prime Minister would have been there again addressing the Riyadh summit.
Yes.
Which would have been the second year of the council, of the partnership
I
summit.
want to know something more
And
from...
Prime Minister has already been there more than 3 times and has met King Salman many times,
He
even
also
at the
met-
G20
he also
groupings
met,
in Brisbane and other places.
I want to know from you that Prime Minister Modi had a call with King Salman bin Abdulaziz on
Yes.
29th of September.
Yes.
And there was a review of the ties and the discussions.
Yes.
And the Saudi Indian Strategic Partnership Council was discussed.
That's right.
There is also news of Saudi investment coming into India.
That's
There is a talk of some investment in a refinery, which is a $70 billion refinery in Ratnagiri.
In Ratnagiri.
Now, if they put in money into India, where are we taking this partnership? Which means you are attached at the hip because you actually your fortunes are attached. You're investing money in our country.
Absolutely. So there has been a significant and a substantive shift
Yeah.
in the Indian policy towards the Middle East. And that is indeed very important to note. And you see, when they're looking at investment of such huge magnitude, then you realize that there is a deep faith that is there, and also a complete neutralization of Pakistan factor, which has kind of haunted this relationship.
So basically,
for many
they are
years.
saying we are investing billions of dollars in India because we believe in this country. It's also a
Yes.
statement of belief.
So investment in hydrocarbons and looking at a petroleum reserve, as it is India, as it is Saudi Arabia is the second largest supplier of crude oil.
So they are one of the biggest trade partners to us.
And fourth largest. We
Fourth
were the
largest.
third. Yeah, they were the third largest, and then it became fourth because of the drop in oil prices.
Yes.
But that has not affected at all the ties adversely,
Okay.
but has actually positively
Now
helped.
let us come to another angle. Lakhs of Indians do work in Saudi Arabia.
We are looking at more than 15 lakh workers.
15 lakh is the
And the
number.
diaspora is even bigger.
Okay, so you're talking of a couple of million people there, and
Yes.
COVID-19 happened, and I think Prime Minister called and thanked them. They provided us with all support because for
Yes,
us it was
yes.
millions of people. This would not have been possible without the strength of relations that we have with the country.
Absolutely. So even in the phone call, Prime Minister thanked King Salman.
Right.
And they both discussed various issues.
Yes.
But Prime Minister thanked him for the help provided to the expatriates.
Yes.
And to the workers. There was constant engagement, and as you know, even there were flights back and forth, bringing the workers back.
Yes.
But even those who are there
Yeah.
were looked after.
Yes.
So Prime Minister not just thanked him, but discussed issues. They discussed Yemen. They discussed the ongoing hostilities that are in the region.
Yes.
And there was a reaffirmation
Yes.
of these close bilateral ties.
Okay.
On a one-on-one basis, without any irritants or any kind of hesitation whatsoever.
Now, I want to discuss this with you. In the BJP, you are the Sunni Muslim face that we know. And Prime Minister's greatly improved relations with Saudi also has an impact on the thing because you told about the Hajj quota to us.
Yes.
And you represent 85% in a sense of the Muslims of India via the BJP because you are the face we know about. And in BJP, you are the only face as far as we know about. So, I want to ask this from you personally. What has been the impact of Prime Minister Modi's increasing relations with Saudi on the people here? Because you are saying about the Hajj quota, it impacts them. But this is only one aspect. You talking of millions of Indians working there, and because of good relations, even traveling is easier because after
Yes.
the COVID-19, they would want to go back now. And these relations would ensure that, acceptance of Indian people is easier in Saudi because we send a lot of people, which means our capital, human capital goes to Saudi. What strategy do you see in this relationship? How Prime Minister...
So whether you look at the Indian diaspora in Saudi Arabia and you look at so many workers from different parts
of India, UP, there are so many in fact.
UP, yes, UP,
UP,
Kerala.
they say lakhs of people from UP itself are in Saudi. They are laborers, but they are doing jobs no less. They are getting foreign exchange for India.
Absolutely. So not only there is protection and respect for them,
Right.
and ever since Prime Minister visited Saudi Arabia and that much talked about visit,
Yes.
and there is the workers themselves say that the value of a passport has gone up ever since Prime Minister Modi visited us.
Okay.
And ever since there was a reaffirmation of these ties. So not just that. So one is during the entire pandemic. And Prime Minister did thank King Salman, and they both have discussed how there has to be cooperation
Yes.
between the two countries, keeping in mind the large number of workers
Yes.
and Indians who are there,
Yes.
but also keeping in mind the possibilities of investment and a larger partnership. Now, if you look at the churn in the region, we know something is happening.
Yes.
And this tectonic shifts, as you see, diplomatically
Yes,
speaking,
yes.
Geopolitically, whether it's a rapprochement of Saudi Arabia with Israel and the US.
I think that's one of the game changers.
It
Nobody
is.
ever thought this
It
will
is.
happen.
It is. So if you see the new equation, we stand on totally different ground. And,
So,
and,
I
and,
want
and a
to
very
ask from
important
you-
position, Benjamin Netanyahu, Trump,
So whether it's-
King Salman,
Yes.
MBS as the game changer,
Yes.
as a driver,
Yes.
and Prime Minister Modi.
Right.
So with four of them and the way the equation is and the way things are changing, also with new treaties and new accords that have been signed
Yes.
with UAE and Israel.
Yes. So in their UAE relationship also doing much better.
Absolutely.
So
So not just, no, I think India-UAE relationship has been always been very good.
Yes.
And even UAE in 2019 gave Prime Minister the highest award, which has never been received by any Prime Minister. And all the princes and of the Emirates came to receive Prime Minister.
Yes.
And if you see the body language of a Prime Minister with each one of them and in every meeting, it just shows that there is trust, there is faith. And this goes a long way.
You mean the Saudis trust us? They are investing in India. They trust us. So our employees, people who work there, Indians.
Yes,
they,
so it's just not about unskilled laborers doing manual work in Saudi Arabia,
Yes.
but seeing India as an important country to invest in.
But I think the most important point you made today, and we must all, in a sense, are proud of that after the Kashmir issue,
Yes.
the Saudis stood by us. There was so much of pressure from
Well,
Pakistan.
absolutely.
And they said that a lot of people said Pakistan will succeed, but that never happened. We ensured that Saudis issued a statement in our favor. I think that was the biggest diplomatic clincher for India, isn't it?
Absolutely. You know, for years, the petrodollars and the economy around it, that is also changing with
Yes.
the way the situation is.
Yes.
And if you see, Saudi Arabia has been called the ATM
Yes.
for many countries.
Yes.
All that must change. Saudi Arabia also has to look at good investments.
Yes.
And with India and the investments they're talking about and the reserve they're talking about,
Yes.
and investment in the hydrocarbons and petroleum
Yes.
refinery, this goes a long way. And once they talk about sharing intelligence,
Yes.
that also helps India in many ways. So India has found a great ally in Saudi Arabia in a new way, so to speak, because the older equations have changed.
Yes.
And there is new trust in the relationship.
Okay.
There is a realization in Saudi Arabia that the Pakistani army, which also once provided guards to Saudi Arabia and the princes, that has been highly compromised.
Yes.
And the role that Pakistan has played at the OIC by
Yes.
looking at a parallel body, getting Turkey and Malaysia in a corner, and who all they are backing, you know, keeping the
basically-
Hezbollah. So that, if you see that,
So
so that is all the more reason for Saudi to look towards India. There is another shift that is happening with King Salman. Now, Saudi Arabia is no longer the country that exported that Wahhabism
Okay.
and the orthodox Wahhabism
They also
induced
modernize.
terror. They're modernizing.
Yes.
They're looking outwards. They are looking at, they have concerts there. Women are driving there.
So they're changing.
They are changing. So this is a great time for this.
You mean
new-
India to cement this relationship with them? This is the right time. And Prime Minister
Absolutely.
has, in a sense, caught it at the right time.
Yeah, caught it at the right time, and he has worked in a calibrated manner. But right from 2014 till now, I would say this has been really the highest point.
Yes.
And I hope it continues to scale higher levels of diplomacy, but going beyond diplomacy.
Yes.
As in seeking partnership with each other.
Yes.
The India and Saudi Arabia ties have never been closer as they are today.
So, in the next 2-3 years, with this money.
You see Aramco's investment.
Yes.
You see this talk of investment in Ratnagiri.
Yes.
This goes a long way in reaffirming the bilateral ties.
Yes. I want to understand from you, in India, to basically the commoners who are voters, how would they see it? Because Saudi Arabia to Muslims and Sunni Muslims is an important country,
Yes,
obviously,
yes,
for
yes,
them.
yes.
You think they are also, in a sense, happy that Prime Minister Modi is being recognized by all these countries?
You know, there have been a lot of naysayers.
Yes.
And there is constant propaganda.
Yes.
And that propaganda is about BJP being not Muslim friendly.
Yes.
But the real figures and facts substantiate another story.
Yes.
And that new narrative is that of a warm relationship
Yes.
between Saudi Arabia and India, and Prime Minister's concern for Indian Muslims, taking care of them, taking it to new heights by having an MOU on not just the expatriates, but on Hajj pilgrims.
So basically, institutionally,
So if Indian Muslims were to look at just facts and what has happened,
not
and
the
what
propaganda.
So if you look at facts and not the propaganda, if you bust all the myths that have been there and look at the real picture, you'd realize that the Prime Minister Modi and his government has done far more for the Indian Muslims and their relationship with Saudi Arabia and their access to Saudi Arabia vis-a-vis Hajj and the pilgrimage that is so important to Indian Muslims, and also to get and to have the Prime Minister honored in the way he has been
Yes.
by the Saudi government for the very first time.
So very interesting, if I may ask you, A, there is a security angle, B, there is an investment angle,
Yes.
C, there is a Hajj angle, 4, there is a Kashmir angle. All
Yes.
4 places Saudi has stood by India, and they are showing confidence by investing in India.
Yes.
So you mean in the next 4-5 years, till Prime Minister Modi's term is there till 20, this relationship is only growing from strength to strength. This will go from strength.
It is growing from strength to strength by leaps and bounds. And in the new churn that is happening, in the new shift
In
that
the
is happening,
modernizing of,
in the
there are
modernizing,
the cinema halls planned in Saudi Arabia.
Yes,
They are saying so.
yes.
They are changing. They completely.
so we had a certain image of
So you
Saudi
mean-
Arabia.
So India will
yesteryears.
also invest now.
So I would of course like to thank a Prime Minister, but King Salman has also reciprocated
Yes.
in every sense of the word.
Yes.
And in the conversation that happened between our Prime Minister Modi and with King Salman, there were also talks about respecting international conventions
Right.
and also having better cooperation on various issues.
Yes. So basically, as you look at it, 2014, the strategy started changing. It bore fruit in 2-3 years. The civilian
Yes.
highest civilian award came. Now there is talk of a strategic partnership. So you think, in a sense, the whole relationships has now been taken to another level, and it can only grow further.
Yes, and it is further cemented by the change that is happening in the region. There are a lot of conflict areas, of course, but the way Iran has been going and the way Iran has been contained, see, none of this would have been possible during Barack Obama's time because of the oil deal that he was looking
Yes,
at.
yes.
So because that has tanked thanks to Trump,
Yes.
and because countries have to take sides, and because of Qatar where it stands, as to where Malaysia stands and Turkey stands and Pakistan on one side, the new
Axis is clear.
very clear.
Shazia, I would like to thank you so much for sharing your time today on this show of Policy and Politics. You shared with us all the points and how Prime Minister Modi has taken this relationship to a level where we have great relations with Saudi. We are investing in our country,
Yes.
and this relationship is poised to go to another level. We would again request you after a couple of months to join us on this very issue, because obviously as soon as Corona opens up, there are going to be visits. More agreements are going to be signed is what we hear. But thank you so much for coming on our show, Policy and Politics. Thank you, viewers, for watching our show today. Thank you so much.
For more such videos, subscribe to the NewsX YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.